The Utes drew first blood and then kept the game close, trailing 5-3 with 3:55 remaining. But then, for the next 34 minutes and 59 seconds, their offense was nowhere to be found. SU netted 8 unanswered to pull away from Utah 18-7 after that.
So we had to go big to talk about Syracuse men's lacrosse because that's exactly what the Orange did in the transfer portal this offseason. Starting off right here at faceoff midfielder Mason Cohn comes up from Tufts after winning D3 faceoff player of the year. Syracuse men's basketball hosted Georgetown right here at Archbold Gymnasium for the first time in program history. The Orange beat the Hoyas 40-18. Yeah, you could say basketball was played a little differently back then. Fast forward 50 years later, SU and Georgetown find themselves together in the newly formed Big East.
SU's 13 ACC wins places it in prime position to take home their first conference title ever. A key to that success this season, team chemistry. We've seen it all season long. The players continue to rally around ACC Coach of the Year Felicia Leggett-Jack, and she's embraced that camaraderie. It says it's her family versus their team.
The then freshman in Lehigh took on SU in a scrimmage, and Muley put the Cuse on notice. The attacker lit up the Orange to lead the Mountain Hawks to victory, and little did he know that this was just the beginning of his Salt City journey. Now, allowing the nation's top scoring offense to just 4 goals is a statement for Syracuse's defense. Leading the way, yet again, Will Mark on the stat sheet with 14 saves. But head coach Gary Gates says it's not just Mark, it's a complete team effort.
But top 10 battles haven't fared well for the Orange so far in 2023. And the main issue, closing games. Against Maryland and Army, 2 oh-so-close chances, 2 responses from the opponent, leading to 2 overtime losses.
Syracuse defensive coordinator John O'Dierna's impact can already be felt through 6 months with the Orange.
Oh, they love him, you know. Coach O'Dierna really relates well to the players.
When former DC Dave Petramala left SU to take the same role at UNC, Gary Gate wasted no time bringing O'Dierna to the 315 and creating a smooth transition.
It was seamless. Both obviously fantastic coaches, so it was awesome to welcome Coach O'Dierna.
Syracuse's game on Friday against Manhattan means a great deal for Coach O. The Orange defensive coordinator resigned as Jasper's head coach in July to join the Cuse. O'Dierna left behind a program he helped rebuild, create tight bonds, and won with players who go to war for him.
Go in his office, we can either talk lacrosse or we would be talking about entourage, like just stuff like that. That, I guess, relationship from coach to player is just very important. I think that helped me a lot.
O'Dierna served as the Jaspers DC for 7 years beginning in 2016. But in 2022, when head coach Drew Kelleher was tabbed as UMass Lowell's head man, Walsh and his teammates knew who they wanted to lead their program.
Me and a bunch of the fifth years were talking, and we actually sent an email to the athletic director, putting in a great word for him. And not just the fifth years, but everyone on our team was hoping that Coach O would get that spot.
That unity in support of Coach O'Dierna has continued at Syracuse, and Coach O has replicated the same unity within his defense.
Coach O always says, you know, it's their defense. You know, they're on the field, they got to make the plays.
He brings a lot of positivity to the program, letting guys play loosely and free, and I think it's great for our younger guys just to express themselves on the field.
Sam Corcoran, Citrus TV.
As one of my professors likes to say, free throws matter, and it could be a huge factor for 19th ranked Syracuse women's basketball tonight. Welcome into sports. I'm Sam Corcoran. On Sunday, the Cuse upset Louisville thanks in part to 2 late DH affair free throws to take the lead. And tonight, shots from the charity stripe could be crucial for an Orange victory. The Hurricanes are the only squad to miss 2/3 of their foul shots in the ACC tonight. Meanwhile, SU sits right in the middle of the pack with a 73% free throw percentage. That game, end of the first quarter right now. Syracuse leads 22-16 at the break. Georgia Woolley leading all scorers for SU with 9 points. And if we're talking about free throws, SU 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. For more updates throughout the game, follow at Citrus TV Sports on X. Let's turn to the men's side, and behind me, you can see the chaos that ensued on Tuesday night. Syracuse upset 7th-ranked North Carolina, its first top 10 win in 5 seasons. The Orange shot lights out, 62% from the field, the highest percentage the Tar Heels have allowed since 2015. And one key sharpshooter for SU, J.J. Starling. The guard netted 23 points on 9 of 15 shooting, and that's something he says he's become a lot more confident about.
Man, confidence is the true key to basketball for sure. I didn't really have confidence in the beginning of the season, but now that I have it, and I'm really starting to play like the player that I know I am, capable of being. And, I just hope to maintain that confidence.
Well, it wasn't just Starling on fire from the field on Tuesday. His partner in crime in the backcourt, Judah Mintz, added 25 points in the victory. Together, the two have been lighting up the stat sheet. Mintz and Starling combined for 30 or more points in 8 of the last 9 games. The next chance to make it 9 out of 10 comes Saturday against Georgia Tech. The Yellow Jackets have struggled on defense this season. An average of 76 points per game is the second worst in the ACC. We'll see if Starling and Mintz can stay hot Saturday at 5:30. After the game, head on over to OTN and Citrus TV's YouTube page for Orange Press Pass at 9:30. Lacrosse season is in full swing in the 315 and takes over the Dome on Saturday. 2 games, 2 top 10 matchups, both against Maryland. Number 5 Syracuse men's lacrosse enters the weekend 3-0, looking to remain unbeaten and jump to 4-0 for the first time since 2020. On the women's side, the 5th-ranked Orange dominated 18th-ranked Army yesterday, 18-7. Natalie Smith and Peyton Rowley each found nylon 4 times to lead SU to victory. Those two in the women's squad get Saturday's party started at noon against number 9 Maryland. The Orange look to stay hot against the Terps, while UMD has a huge advantage in the all-time series. SU has won each of the 2 previous matchups. The chance to make it 3 comes, like I said, Saturday at noon. For leg number 2, let's go from a top 10 bout to a top 5 one. Number 5 Syracuse versus number 4 Maryland. That's the highest the Orange have been ranked under head coach Gary Gait, but it won't be easy against the Terps. Maryland has beaten SU in its last 5 contests. Last win for the Cuse came back in 2009. That one slated for 6. And how about some more lacrosse in the Salt City? Lemoyne women's lacrosse made its return to the Division I level, and what a way to start it off. A 9-6 win over Cal earlier today. The Dolphins take on another CNY team in Cornell on Tuesday.